from Susan's Reborn Nursery, and today we are doing 80s throwback, and I have a surprise for you guys. I really do, but I'm going to show you some treasures that I had when I was a little girl in the 80s. But first, we are going to talk about some childhood memories of mine. And 80s Throwback is hosted by Carla over at Carla's Bunny Trail, and I'll put her link in the title so you can go check her out. And also the other people that's participating, I don't know if they're hosts, if they're shared hosts, or if they're just participating, but one is Melissa over at Melissa's Valentine's Nursery, and I'll put her link in the description because it won't let me put all these in there. And the next one is Sandra at Sandra's Frozen in Time Reborns. And the next one is Beth over at Grandma's Magical Whispers Nursery. And last but not least is Christina over at Cuddles by Christina. And I'll put Carla's in the description, and then, or not in the description, the title, and then I'll put all the rest of the ladies in the description, so you can go check out their channels and watch them do their videos with their beautiful babies. Okay, so now my memory. So what memory do I want to talk about? That was kind of fashion it's kind of the fashion of the 80s. So what I remember when I was a little girl, I had long hair. I've always been I've always kept long hair. I had cut it short one time and I didn't like it. And since then it's been long. And I had to cut it one time short because it got burnt up from a perm. So scratch that. It was 2 times. 2 times I had short hair. So, and I didn't like it. I liked, long hair, of course. I think I look better with long hair. But anyway, I had long, straight hair. And look, it's curly now. It must be something that changes when you get older. But when I was young, it was straight. I mean, board straight. No wave, no curl, no nothing. So guess what we did with it? Did you guess? If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the description. So we would crimp my hair. My bangs, because I had bangs down here, and then it parted in the middle, and my mama, my precious mom that's passed away, she would crimp my hair every day. And so, and I would, I'd say, I want my hair crimped, mama, and she would crimp it. She would do, she would, she's a good mom. She always made sure that we had what we needed, and most of the time, if she could afford it and it wasn't something that was dangerous to us, she provided our wants as well. So yeah, but I did have my hair crimped. And I was trying to think something else that I did that was an 80s trend? I can't think, guys. But you know what? I remember, I tell you what I do remember. They came out with, those outfits that had a top and it had a skirt and leggings underneath, and I got one that one of the popular girls had one, and I wanted one so bad, and we got there and there was only one and it was my size, and I was so excited. I had a outfit like the popular girls. It didn't matter, they didn't talk to me, but anyway, I had a outfit like the popular girls, and I was so excited. And I know Lisa at Lisa's Littles and Alicia over at Binky's and Blanky's Nursery. I'm going to call you out, guys. I know you guys will know this. What was the most popular boy band in the 80s? Well, 80s and 90s for teenage girls. Can you guys guess? Can you guys guess it? It was New Kids on the Block. And we used to watch those videos of New Kids on the Block. We used to watch the cartoons. We had shirts with New Kids on the Block, posters all over our walls. It was crazy. And I remember one time they said they were going to break up, and I said they were going to break up the band, and I cried and cried and cried, thinking that they were going to split up and not make music anymore. And you know, when you're little, or when you're not as equipped to I guess take care of know how to manage a disappointment or hurt, or being hurt by something, that you think it's the end of the world. Oh, it's the end of the world. They're gonna break up and they're gonna see nobody no more. So yeah. And I used to wear my hair like this a lot. It was straight, but I used to put it up in a ponytail on the side, and I used to put a purple bow that had three purple roses on it, and I was trying to think of what else. Did anybody go to the store? Like, we had like this country store that was close to our home, and we would go there, and they had the Garbage Pound Kids cards that had the gum inside. I loved them. I had all of them, and I would get the gum and all that, and when we would go to the store, that's what I would get. My grandpa and my grandma, or my granny, my papa and my granny, they would get me, they would dote over us, whatever we wanted. And he got me that, I got that little pack, and he was like, "Are you sure that's enough?" And I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's got gum in it, and I like the stickers. So, yeah. And, yeah. It's a hard thing to lose the people that you love. It's a hard thing to lose, because how it was back then, and that was in the 80s, so we can talk about it. How it was back then was that my mom and dad, they worked night shift. So me and my sister would stay with my granny and papa, which was my mom's mom and dad. And we would stay with them. So we grew up with going to mom and dad's house when they were off, and when they worked, staying at my granny and papa's house. So they were like parents to us too. And so yeah. So Becca said something on her video about something that they said on Hee Haw, and I meant to tell her that I knew what she was talking about, but it was because I stayed with my grandparents, and they watched Hee Haw and Andy Griffith and Wheel of Fortune, and my granny, she watched Stories. We couldn't go anywhere till they was over. She watched her soap operas, but she called them Stories. She said, I gotta watch my stories first, and then we'll go. But if she went before, she's like, hurry, we gotta get home and get to my stories. I gotta have them. I gotta watch them. So she was a hoot. And she was very loving. She lost her mom when she was little, like little bitty, and she always tried to overdo. She always tried to make sure you had everything, and she was all the time making sure everybody was eating at the big dinners we had, and waiting till the last minute to get her plate. She really was a good granny and a second mom. She was. And I can probably say that my parents was really good too. And between the four, they taught me to be the person that I am today. And that is a treasure in itself, because I could have been born in an unfortunate situation with parents that was abusive, or parents that were oh, that fly's in here. Get that fly swat and get him. Oh, it bothered me to death. I've been trying to get him all day. And he's following me because he likes the scent of my hair, because it smells like coconuts, and he's been after my hair all day. Or I could have been put in a I could have been put in a alcoholic home, or I could have been put somewhere that was unfortunate and not good for me. And I had a very good childhood. And that's the first thing when I start talking to a new therapist or a new psychiatrist. That's the first thing they ask, how was your childhood? And I have to tell them my childhood was good. I had loving parents, loving grandparents. Now the other set, my dad's grandparents, didn't see them much holidays. But I did stay with we stayed with her once or twice, my grandmother, but she worked, so that's probably why. And then my grandfather was in Pearl Harbor. He fought in Pearl Harbor, and he was retired out of the army. So he stayed at home, and he got to where he couldn't, really he could take care of himself, but they wanted somebody to watch him because they said he was taking too much medication. So I stayed with him for a little while. And that's a funny story I'll tell you next time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we have that came from the 80s. We have everything that you see is authentic from the 80s. And I know, let's see, I know what which year one of them is, but I'm not really sure about the other two, but I'll look before I turn it on. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go look at some 80s items. I hope you love them. Hold on. Okay guys, we're back, and here we have our 80s items. So first we have Lemon, and Lemon is a Cabbage Patch baby, and she was it doesn't really have a date on it. It has from 1978 to 1982. So she was produced between those, in that between 1978 and 2000, or not, and 1982. So she's old, and her hair's showing it's trying to split at the ends. But she came in Cabbage Patch clothes. I don't know if these are her original clothes or they just bought her some clothes. Her shoes are original from the 1980s. I bought them on Mercari. And her little radio is from 1981, and it has headphones that has Cabbage Patch Kids on the side of the headphones. And we have the Garbage Pound Kids stickers cards, and they are rare. You can hardly find them, but I found some that was reasonable, so I went ahead and bought them. It's been a while since I got them though. So Miss Lemon is listening to New Kids on the Block. Step by step, ooh baby, gonna get to you, girl. She's listening to Step by Step. So, and while she's listening to Step by Step, she's looking at her Garbage Pound Kids cards and deciding where she wants to put her stickers. So, that's all I have, guys. I know it's short, but I didn't have that much stuff to look like the 80s. Sorry about that. I had my one glove on, and I had my hair up high, and I had some bright makeup on, and I had a bright colored shirt like we used to wear in the 80s. So maybe that's good enough. Yes, that is my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm so glad that you decided to come and spend your time with me here at Susan's Nursery. And I'm so happy you are here, new, old subscribers. Both, you are all honored and welcomed to Susan's Nursery. So I will let you go, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.